Mitchell. Cormac, call in evac. Hurry, Mitchell. Whole place is coming alive. Evac's here. We're moving to your position. I'll buy you some time. Grab the cargo. Stop, Mitchell. Kingpin! Cargo is secure.
Solid copy, Sentinel. Nice work out there.
We picked up a guest along the way. Bringing him in for debriefing. Cormac out.
This is Manticore, a biological agent designed to target specific genotypes. If your DNA signature isn't in the Atlas database, you're dead.
So, he can drop this in the middle of a battle. His troops live, ours die.
That's right. Contact with even a single spore is fatal. Chem suits are useless.
Is it operational?
Unknown. But because he produced this sample, he could already be manufactured on industrial scale.
If he is, we need to know the where and the how. It's the only way we bring Irons down.
The problem is Atlas has dozens of sites capable of mass production. By the time we put the pieces...
Gideon has the location.
Are you sure he can be trusted?
This mission doesn't happen without him. What other choice do we have?
Target is a former lumber factory in Bulgaria. We'll converge on the rendezvous point and link up with Cormac and his team.
3 minutes to target.
You were right about Irons. Just took me a while to figure it out. Better late than never, right? Went for you, we'd still be stumbling around in the dark. Just like old times, huh?
Kingpin, this is Viper 5-3. We're hit. Atlas, EMP.
Exo's failures!
System dead. Cannot hold. Prepare for impact.
They're on us! Leg it! Don't let that sniper dial us in! Go, go, go! Run! Exo's still rebooting. Helo's circling around. Come on! Up here! Move it! Hold on! Come on! Exo's up. Cloak.
Chopper's moving off. We're good to go. Sync your visor to my signature.
Damn, they heard you.
Stop moving or it'll hear you. Move slowly, hostiles. Don't let them hear you. Drone, don't move. Chopper's moving off. We're good to go. Sync your visor to my signature. Move slowly, hostiles. Don't let them hear you. Drone, don't move. Easy. Let's go. Watch your energy cells. Moving will drain them out. Patrol approaching. Take the one in front. Slowly now. These are unsuppressed. Only fire as a last resort. Let's keep a lid on things. Kingpin, this is Sentinel 2-1. Our helo smoked in hard. We're in E&E mode in need of immediate exfil.
Negative, Sentinel 2-1. Try to effect link up with Sentinel 2-3.
Copy. Fucking hell. Too much activity. Flank right. Hold up. Charging. Let's go. Cormac and Knox should be at the RV by now. Let's move. Mitchell, on me. These are unsuppressed. Only fire as a last resort. Let's keep an eye on things. King. These are unsuppressed. Only fire as a last resort. Let's keep a lid on things. Kingpin, this is Sentinel 2-1. Our helo smoked in hard. We're in E&E mode in need of immediate exfil.
Negative, Sentinel.
They've seen us!
These are unsuppressed. Only fire as a last resort. Let's keep a lid on things. Kingpin, this is Sentinel 2-1. Our helo smoked in hard. We're in E&E mode in need of immediate exfil.
Negative, Sentinel 2-1. Try to effect link up with Sentinel 2-3.
Copy. Fucking hell. Too much activity. Flank right.
Seen us!
These are unsuppressed. Only fire as a last resort. Let's keep a lid on things. Kingpin, this is Sentinel 2-1. Our helo smoked in hard. We're in E&E mode in need of immediate exfil.
Negative, Sentinel 2-1. Try to effect link up with Sentinel 2-3.
Copy. Too much. These are unsuppressed. Only fire as a last resort. Let's keep a lid on things. Kingpin, this is Sentinel 2-1. Our helo smoked in hard. We're in E&E mode in need of immediate exfil.
Negative, Sentinel 2-1. Try to effect link up with Sentinel 2-3.
Copy. Fucking hell. Too much activity. Flank right. Hold up. Charging. Cormac and Knox should be at the RV by now. Let's move. This way. 2 in the vehicle. Plant a mute charge. We'll take them out quietly. Take out the passenger. Top job. Charging. Okay, go. Convoy ahead. Hold up. Charge your cloak. Five ASTs approaching. Forget about shooting our way past this one. Grab some cover. Keep moving. Almost there. Seeker. Cloak's useless against it. Avoid the beam. Wait for the patrol to pass. Watch that beam. Okay, go. Wait. Okay, now. We're past. Keep moving. This is it. Cormac, we're on approach.
Copy.
You good? We need an exfil sharpish. Had to drop a few of their guys. It's gonna be a riot when they discover the bodies.
Mission isn't over yet. Get up.
Mission was over before it began.
We're not leaving until we take a look at this place.
I don't see a fucking thing.
Knox, show them.
Sending you my feed. Chemical signature, boss. And lots of it.
They've got something to hide.
We lost the initiative. We should come back another day.
There is no other day.
This thing goes sideways. It's on you, my friend.
It's always been on me.
He's a hard bastard, I'll give him that. Let's get it done.
Holographic canopy.
Target building up ahead. 2 guards by the camera. Mitchell, pick a target.
Clear.
This is our breach point. Mitchell, get us in.
Two in the hallway.
Take him out. Kingpin. We've infiltrated the target building and are proceeding to the server room.
Roger that. We have you up on a strong ISR feed. Stay with the plan.
Roger. Hit the stairs.
Got you covered.
This is it. Mitchell, your lead.
Never mind.
Clear.
Get on that console.
Okay, boys. Rip the room. Drives, data packs, anything interesting. You know the drill.
Kingpin, commencing SSE. Uplink to follow.
Standing by to receive
That
package.
one, Grandpa, those two over there. Bingo, we have the package transmitting.
Uplink confirmed.
All right. Burn it down.
Thermite out.
There's more of this place than bioweapons. This is gonna take Irons down. You good?
Package received. Good job. Proceed with second target.
Copy that. Proceeding to chemical facility.
On me.
2-3, be advised. We've got enemy packs swarming the target.
They just activated a sensor net. Our cloak is gonna be useless.
Okay. Stealth's no longer an option. Watch out for sensors. They'll scramble our exos. Go!
Sensor in the corner. Kill it. Grenade!
Sensors down! Flank left or right? Can't afford to get pinned down. Eyes on the sensor.
Sensors down. Contact below us.
Sensor's dead.
Take out that sensor. Sensor's out. Take out that sensor. Sensors out.
Sensors out.
We're here.
I've got trace toxins on these canisters. This is all Manticore.
Mitchell, grab the FRBs. Let's seal this up. Sensors down! Everyone out! Mitchell, hit it!
Manticore is secure. Ready for exfil.
Primary LZ is too hot. Sky's full of hostiles. We've established LZ Black 3 clicks to the southeast. We've ID'd a T-740 in the south hangar. That's your ride.
Understood. We're moving.
Keeps getting better.
Contact! Knox, get this door open!
Running a bypass. Cover me. I'm getting interference from that scrambler up there.
That's you, Mitchell! Get a jammer on that dish! We'll cover!
Look for a ladder.
Mitchell, plant the jammer!
Signal's clear. Should have this open in a minute.
More tangos moving in. Mitchell, get in! Cover Knox! Sweep the room.
Clear.
This is our ride. Knox, see if you can get it running.
Copy that.
T-740, still only a prototype. Can't be that different from the 600.
Powering it up.
Hands up! Who knows how to drive this thing?
Mitchell and I trained up on the 600s. Those thrusters are new.
Disengage!
Fully on. King's in. The signal 2-3. En route to LZ Black. ETA 10 miles. Request you soften the LZ with fire.
Roger that, Sentinel 2-3. Bird is in an offset orbit. Standing by.
All right. Everyone in.
All systems check green. All right, Mitchell. Just like in training.
Weapon systems online.
Move it out, Mitchell.
Through the gate!
They're on to us. Fire when ready. Use missiles against infantry. Infantry ahead of us. Armor approaching. EMP's useless against those tanks. EMP's useless against those tanks.
75%.
Hit him again. Tanks down. Switch to missile.
Taking fire from the range.
Sentinel 2-3, I have a helo heading to a new LZ. ETA 2 minutes. Coordinates follow. Foxtrot Whiskey 053910.
Can't take another hit like that. Warburg, on our left.
Copy that. Coordinates confirmed.
EMP the chopper.
At
Nice shot.
50%.
B-Raps inbound. Turn left! Across the river!
Fire from the right. Tank approaching.
LZ, just over that bridge!
Warburg incoming. Fire from the left.
Hey, coming down the road!
Fire again. Fire from the right. Warburg's down.
More infantry coming in! Up the hill!
25%.
LZ's up ahead.
Fire from the left!
EMP'd up Warburg.
26%.
Fire again. The trophy system is empty.
down the road!
Fire again! Almost down!
More infantry coming in! Up the hill!
Fire again! Tanks down! LZ's up ahead!
Taking fire from the left!
EMP up Warbird!
25%.
Warbird down! Use your cannon on those tanks! Get ready to bail out!
Trophy system critical.
Got it! Trophy system is empty! Fire again! Nice shot! This is it! Everybody out! Move, move, move!
Falcon 2-2, coming in for a gun run.
That's our burn! Moving to PC posture!
Standing by to load passengers.
Load up! Load up! We're up! 4! We're up!
Confirmed. 4 packs on board. Hold on.
Shit! Should have scrapped it.
One step ahead of you, mate.
Nice work, soldier. Once we get this stuff decrypted, Atlas is history.
Extract complete. Heading home.
I am honored to be the first CEO of a private corporation to become a member of the United Nations Security Council. Unfortunately, my appearance today has been clouded by a flurry of speculation that my company is developing a weapon of mass destruction which would be capable of targeting specific ethnic groups. I want to address these allegations head on. Are we developing such a weapon? No, we are not. Because we've already developed it. But with all due respect, the United Nations is a relic from a different time when nations were unique in their ability to solve the world's problems. But that just isn't the case anymore. Primarily because you have outsourced the job to me. I have sent people to die in your wars. So I feel uniquely qualified to tell you, your wars don't work. Which is why my priorities have changed from profits to policy. Because politicians don't know how to solve problems. But I do. So let's be clear. I am here to solve the world's problems. And I believe the world's problems begin with you.
So what the hell was that?
Couldn't tell you, mate. But it sounded an awful lot like Irons declaring war.
We took out his WMDs. Without Manticore, Atlas doesn't stand a chance.
Cormac, you need to see this.
Talk to me.
We cracked the encryption on the last set of uploads.
What am I looking at?
Potential targets. Irons had a fallback plan if Atlas was ever backed into a corner.
A preemptive strike. He's gonna try to knock us out before the fight has even begun.
Oh, a direct attack on the U.S.? Are we sure Irons is even up for that?
So what's the play? No way Atlas can hit them all at once.
San Francisco. The entire 3rd Fleet is in the bay. I need you two on the ground. Now.
Gideon, report in.
North side's all clear. Wait, what's he playing at?
What do you got?
He's rabbiting. Let's move.
Go, go, go!
White van with commercial plates just jumped the checkpoint. We're in pursuit.
There could be anything inside that van. Pursue, but do not engage.
Punch it, Mitchell.
Vehicles just broke the checkpoint. They're heading your way.
How the hell did ISR miss these bastards? Get around that tanker.
We have multiple Atlas vehicles converging to the bridge. I need an immediate 360 around the fleet. Cape Bay, we have enemy targets on the bridge. Code red on all units.
Copy that. We're sending assets to assist.
Good? Cormac, our Pitbull's out of action. Proceeding on foot.
Atlas vehicles are deploying soldiers. They're closing on your position.
We need these civilians off the bridge.
SFPD is on the scene.
Boosters incoming.
Sentinel 01, I need a sit rep.
Kingpin, we are engaged with a large Atlas force on the bridge. We need to blockade any incoming ships.
Copy that. We're moving to intercept.
Tango's by the scorch back. Foot.
Atlas vehicles are deploying soldiers. They're closing on your position.
We need these civilians off the bridge.
SFPD is on the scene.
Boosters incoming. Mitchell, engage your boosters. We need to get over this way.
Contact! 8 o'clock!
Sentinel 01, I need a sit rep.
Kingpin, you're engaged the large Atlas force on bridge. You can blockade any incoming ship.
Copy that. We're moving to intercept.
You've got the van pinned. Dead center. Gideon, we've got the van pinned. Dead center of the span.
We're almost there. Tango's near the truck. Blue approaching. What's your status?
Our pit bull's dead. Target van got past us.
Copy. I need covering fire.
Our pit bull's dead. Target van got past us.
Copy. Cormac, I need covering fire.
Negative. The van's the priority.
Bollocks.
I see movement. Enemies to the northwest.
50 meters.
We're moving to assist.
Get out of the van! On the ground! On the goddamn ground! We've got the driver!
Check that van, Mitchell. Mitchell, secure the van. Mitchell, get on the van.
Sentinel 01, the carrier is almost clear of the bridge.
Whoa!
Take them out! Take them out!
Look out! Get back, everyone! Get back! Move! 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 Get off the bridge! Get off the bridge! Look out! It's giving way!
Mitchell, you alright, mate? Fucking bastards.
Broken and unreadable.
Your comms on all circuits. We've got civilian any station transmitting in the plan.
Sentinel 01, request sitrep. What's happening out there? Acknowledge. Over. Major Cormac, we need a sitrep immediately. Confirm.
We got movement on TRP 3 and 5. Confirmed changes on those cargo ships. They're attacking the fleet. It'll be a massive...
At ease, Lieutenant! How many assets do I still have active in the area?
Scanning. Stand by. Connecting you now.
All Sentinel teams radio check.
Sentinel 2-2 radio check. Charlie Lima.
Sentinel 2-1, loud and clear.
So what the fuck are we supposed to do now?
Solid copy. Descend and hold position at the carrier. I'm en route.
Jesus.
Alice is trying to take control of the carrier's weapon systems. We need to get jammers on those rail guns and fire technicians some time.
We've got enemy troops all over the carrier.
They're gonna try and take the ship's bridge. Let's move.
We won't let them get away with this.
Get to the railgun and plant the jammer.
Contact by the jet! Take cover!
Get to the railgun and plant the jammer.
Contact by the jet! Take cover!
Get to the railgun and plant the jammer.
Contact by the jet! Take cover!
Get to the railgun and plant the jammer.
Contact by the jet!
Get to the railgun and plant the jammer. Get that jammer in place! Set the jammer! Mitchell! Plant the jammer!
Set the jammer! Jammer is set! One more to go! 2 Warbirds coming from the west!
Pilot's choppers inbound. Tangos are fast zipping in. That Warbird has a bead on you. Take cover.
Jammer is set! One more to go! 2 Warbirds coming from the west!
Pilot's choppers inbound. Tangos are fast zipping in. That Warbird has a bead on you. Take cover. That should slow them down.
Railguns are secured! We're heading to the bridge!
Kill your boosters. I don't need any more breaking their neck. We need to get to the bridge. Son of a bitch. Power's out. Switch to night. Contact! Clear him out! Son of a bitch. Power's out. Switch to night vision. Contact! Clear him out! This way!
Atlas has taken the bridge. Arclight security is being compromised. They bypassed our jammers.
We have to break through to the other side of the hangar deck!
Behind it.
We have to break through to the other side of the hangar deck! Through the door!
Those cargo ships are tearing up the fleet. We just lost another boat.
We're almost at the bridge. Up the stairs. Lights out! Push back the night vision! Contact! Enemies to the northeast! Enemies to the left! Requesting authorization to engage Walker. Security code Alpha 997.
Authorization granted, Sentinel-1. Put the hurt on them, soldier. We can't afford to lose another ship.
Copy that.
Okay, linking in. I need you to target for me, Mitchell. Target that cargo ship. Hold steady on the cargo ship, Mitchell. Cargo ship is down. Switching to the second ship. Hold that target.
Kingpin.
Fucking hell. There's no turning back from this.
What happens next?
Next. Irons just murdered thousands of innocent people on U.S. soil. Next, we hunt them down. And we bury them.
The world is asking one question. Why did I attack the United States? The United States has had the world in a constant state of war for over 100 years. Time and again, we have seen the catastrophic results of this belligerent, militaristic policy. These wars haven't led to resolution or peace. These wars have only led to more wars. The United States has set the agenda because they wielded the biggest stick. Well, no more. This is not the beginning of a war. This is the end of all wars.
After San Francisco, the entire free world turned against Atlas. Irons entrenched himself at his headquarters in New Baghdad. All communications ceased. Both sides knew what was coming. Our mission was to fly in with the 37th Airborne during the initial shock and awe campaign. From there, we would break off and infiltrate the Atlas Command Center, taking out Irons. For Cormac, it was the end of a journey. He'd been waiting 5 years for this day.
Last minute change of plan. We'll be flanking around from the east and the north, covering blue team on their sortie over the target.
Yes, sir. Guess I've got the soft option.
There are no soft options on the table. I just don't want all my assets in play at once. We're only gonna have one shot at getting the bastard.
That's all we'll need.
I know it. Just stay alive. You're our star witness when we drag his ass in front of the Hague.
Looking forward to it.
All right, good luck.
There was nothing more to say. We all knew what had to be done. This was the beginning of the end. For one of us.
Sentinel 2-1, approaching APC Romeo Victor Nort at Angels 5.
Roger that. Maintain low-level flight from there to New Baghdad. Kingpin out.
Sentinel flight. Fence in. Engage anything that doesn't have a Sentinel beacon. Three bandits ahead. 12 o'clock low. Time to start busting heads. Mitchell, watch your wings.
Ambush bearing 315. I'm being painted.
Watch those tracers. Target down.
More bandits coming over the ridge at 2 o'clock.
Tap them.
I got this for you. Target destroyed.
Thanks for the cover fire. You saved my tail.
That was close. Black ahead.
Stay below it. Use your blower to power past. Mitchell, watch that flag.
Phalanx drones ahead.
Mitchell, stay in the canyon.
4 birds merging in at 12 o'clock.
Engage your will. Mitchell, keep your head down. Past ATV-4, heading to ATV-5. Mitchell, stay low. I'll take the right canyon. Mitchell, keep to 2,000 AGL or less.
Taking the left. Watch your 6, Mitchell. Approaching hydroelectric dam. Rock ball ahead.
Watch for debris. Lock onto those hard points and hit it with your missile.
Watch your head, Mitchell.
Right, Chase. Watch out for the debris. Find it. Closing in your 6, Mitchell. Watch your tail, Mitchell. Heavy debris. Evasive maneuver. Find it. Closing in your 6, Mitchell. Watch your tail, Mitchell. Hands up.
Target destroyed.
Heavy debris. Evasive maneuver. Crossing ACP-5.
12 o'clock. 4 bandits playing chicken. I got this one. Coming back around. 6 o'clock hot.
Bravo.
Got one.
Getting close and use your guns. Target down.
Coming back around. 6 o'clock hot.
Bravo 2.
Got one.
Getting close and use your guns.
Athena 4. 5 nautical miles to the right.
I'm on him.
That was mine.
Stay focused. We're almost through this.
Command, this is Sentinel 01 on final approach to New Baghdad.
Copy, 01. Enemy air defense perimeter in 1.5 clicks.
Commencing drop sequence.
Autopilot engaged.
Pod deployment successful. 1,200 meters to target. Minimizing system power. Switching over to low detection.
Copy all, 01. Your squad is off the radar.
2-1, we're bearing 315 magnetic at Cherub Spore. Distance 2 nautical miles from the target. Over.
Connecting the heads up to the battlefield network.
Our main target is Atlas Command Center, where Irons is directing the war effort from deep inside. Multiple MD turrets have been placed as air defenses around the city. We need to take them out in order to reach the command center.
Distance to target 200 meters.
Switch off heads up and prepare for touchdown. Coming in hot.
Gonna be a rough landing.
Reverse thrusters. Let's sort these bastards and get to Iron. Clear out those ASTs. We need to push through to Iron. Clear out those ASTs. We need to push through to Irons. Advancing to the operations center.
Payload inbound shortly.
Clear out those ASTs. We need to push through to Irons.
Go ahead, Nick.
Alpha Juliet 669301.
Negative copies. Proceed. Nemesis 1, hold your position and provide a base of fire. Roger. Solid copy. Nemesis 1, hold your position and provide a base of fire.
We've got him on the run. EOC is in sight.
Roger. Solid copy. Necessary 2. Request artillery support on map grid 3-1-3-4-6-3. Keep moving up and take care of those mechs!
dead ahead.
Mitchell, you're with us. Grab those stingers while we cover you. Go, go, go!
Mitchell, I'm covering you! Grab that stinger!
Cover you. Go, go, go!
Mitchell, I'm covering you! Grab that stinger!
Mitchell, grab a stinger before those tanks overrun.
Drone swarm! What the hell are they doing?
What's happening?
Knox is down. I need immediate medevac on my location.
No, it's Manticore. We gotta pull back. Get everyone out!
Why aren't we affected?
Irons engineered it to be harmless to his own troops. The three of us must have been inoculated. Return fire!
Citizens of New Baghdad, hold strong. Victory is within our grasp. Look around you, and you will see our enemies fall one by one. Each and every one of you can be agents of change. Yes, we will suffer losses. We will suffer setbacks. But make no mistake, we will win. The security that you desire, the security that you deserve, is within our grasp. But it can only be claimed if you are willing to fight for it. Fight for it.
I've cheated death many times. Got right up close to it. It was never something I welcomed, but with it comes serenity, a clarity that you'd never expect. You experience the present as the inevitable destination of every step you've taken towards it. And in that same moment, you see a different path stretch out in front of you. The path you could have taken at the first step. We are all on this road together. The good men who fight for wrong causes, and the corrupt men who cloak themselves in righteousness. Each one of them convinced they are on the side of the angels. But every journey has an end, and death can only be cheated for so long. We had thrown everything we had at Atlas and come up short. Now it was time to pay the price.
Stay alert. Any detail could make the difference.
What is this place?
Used to be a research lab. Looks like Irons modified it since.
Research for what?
Medical advancements, something like that. Doesn't matter. It's a prison now. This is it. Only way we survive this is by keeping our heads. Wait for an opportunity.
Everyone off the truck, now! Come on, get him off the truck. Pen coming open! These two, C-Pen, get him going! Hey, the rest of you, behind the red line! Pen filling up! Past the line.
4 going down to 0. Get the Pen closing up.
How'd you end up here?
Our air support was wiped out when Manico hit. I was outside the blast radius, but our squad was surrounded and outgunned.
Is there a rescue force coming for us?
Downtown is contaminated. We've put out the city entirely. I don't think anybody's coming.
Pen coming open. All right, let's go, guys. Out of the pen. Out of the pen now. Move it. Here. Now. Get over here. Let's go. Start walking. Stop looking. Come on. Stop looking. Face forward. Face forward.
I don't think anybody's coming.
Pen coming open. All right, let's go, guys. Out of the pen. Out of the pen now. Move it. Here. Now. Get over here. Prisoner. Here. Now. Prisoner. Here. Prisoner. Here. Get over here. Let's go. Start walking. All right, pen is empty. In line. Get in line. Come on. Stop looking. Get in line. In line. In line.
More coming in.
Roger that. C-block, up! Stop looking! All right, people through here, let's pick it up! Clear! Stop looking! Locking down! Ice forward! In line! Get moving! Ice forward! We got incoming. Stop looking! Ice forward!
I don't think anybody's coming.
Pen coming open! All right, let's go, guys. Out of the pen. Out of the pen now. Move it. Here. Now. Get over here. Let's go. Start walking. All right, pen is empty. Sending it back up. Ice forward. Come on, this way.
What do you know? Get on your board coming in.
Stay centered. Roger that. C-block, up. All right, people through here. Let's pick it up. Get in line. Clear. Get in line. Ice forward. Ice forward. Get moving. Stop looking. Stop looking. That's far enough. Get him on the floor. Open the chute. Open. Wires out. Clear. Hook him up. Go. Place that down.
Have a nice day.
Get away from me.
Trapping gas.
I wanted to meet the man whose mission it was to kill me.
Our mission was to stop you. But if that meant killing you, I don't think anybody'd be too troubled.
Failure is not something we tolerate here at Atlas, so I'm disturbed that 3 of my best contractors have failed so miserably. But that's the way it has to be. The wheat from the chaff, the strong from the weak. The ancient Spartans knew the true meaning of warfare. But that truth has been lost to us for 2 millennia.
What of your son, Will? What was he? Wheat or chaff?
Will was the victim of the misguided policies of the United States government.
Will died fighting for what he believed in.
Of course, the tragedy is, dying for what you believe in doesn't make it true. You're not young, but you are strong, Cormac. So I give you 20 minutes to bleed out. Time enough to consider whether it was all worth it. And you. The prodigal son returns. I believed in you. I gave you a second chance. You're nothing like Will.
Subjects for immediate disposal.
Get him out of there.
Can you walk?
Stop, Irons. I'm done.
Shut it. We're leaving. All of us.
I've got him.
Right, follow me. Stay quiet.
Hold on, I'm coming.
You look like his size. Grab his exosuit and sidearm. Here. With only one wing, you won't be reloading. So make every shot count, and pick up new kit when you're empty. Ready? This looks like surface access. Ilona, this way. Mitchell, get on that console and get the door open. Hurry up!
Drop your weapon! Get down on the floor! You will open fire!
Mitchell, stay there!
Drop it!
What happened?
Door's locked. Stand back. Damn! Trying to get topside. We'll find another way. Mitchell, let's move. If I know Ilona, she'll secure topside evac. Let's not keep her waiting. Manticore strikes. He's launching missiles. Baghdad was just the beginning. If I know Ilona, she'll secure topside evac. Let's not keep her waiting. Manticore strikes. He's launching missiles. Baghdad was just the beginning. Washington, New York, Los Angeles. Military targets all over the country. Launches in less than 2 hours. Fuck me. Stay calm. Shut up. Ilona! Ilona, do you read me? Shit. Come on. Huh? Door's locked. See if you can...
Sequencing. Cleared.
So this is Irons' vision for the future. He's insane. I'll be damned if we let him get away with this.
Out of the way! Move! Good job! Hang in there, Richard. You good on ammo? Got your back. Contact, 1 o'clock. Good on ammo. We've got to keep moving. On the fucking ground!
Hey, take it easy, let's...
Down!
Oh my god!
You, don't you fucking move!
Get back or I'll shoot!
Come on, get the door! Where is Manticore launching from? Where?
The Atlas Command Center, in the city!
The hatch! Let's go! The hell are we?
That doesn't sound...
Not good! We need a way out! Look! Vent under this car! Mitchell, help me! You gotta move this car! Come on, push! Shit! Mitchell! Gotcha!
That was close.
Sunlight! We're almost out! We need to alert command about the Manticore launch!
Gideon, it's Alona. I've secured the vehicle for exfil. RV at the north wall.
Good work. We're en route.
Hurry! Cormac is in Tuesday.
Look, Hilo! Let's go! Command about the Manticore launch!
Gideon, it's Alona. I've secured the vehicle for exfil. RV at the north wall.
We're en route.
Hurry! Cormac isn't doing well.
Let's go, ammo! He's hit! Throwing flash! Hang in there, Mitchell. Contact 12 o'clock. Flash out. Take cover. Weapon at your 12.
This. There's enough Manticore here to hit every major military base in the world. We need to find Alona and Cormac. Let's move. Ready?
Let's go! Move! Push for the trapper!
Any station! Sentinel 2-1 in the blind. Do you copy?
2-1, this is Kingpin. We copy all. Thought we lost you, soldier.
Irons is planning a biological strike against major bases in the next 2 hours.
Understood. We're tracking your position. Sending air assets to assist that.
Kingpin, do you copy? Hold on! On your feet. Watch it.
Still looks functional. Hit the manual punch-out.
Pilot detected. Initiating girl connection. Girl tapping now. Left arm. Repadding.
Blast through that wall. I'll hang back. You push forward and clear the way out.
that wall, Mitchell!
Calibrating weapon systems. All weapon systems online.
Tango, building! Smoke them out! Bust through the wall!
Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles reloading. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
Let's towards that warehouse up ahead!
Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready.
Bust through it! Bust through that wall, Mitchell!
Warning. Hull integrity compromised.
Lost Tango! Lock on them and take them out!
Swarm missiles ready. Enemy net detected. Swarm missiles reloading. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
We're approaching the north wall. What's your position?
We'll get to the main gate. We'll find you.
Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
Blast the gate out of here! Break the lock!
Swarm missiles ready.
Lift that gate and hold it until I'm under.
Enemy net detected. Warning. Hull integrity compromised. Ejection sequence zero.
There they are.
Get in!
Cormac?
He's in the back. I'll help him. Just drive!
Let's pray we're not too late.
Come on. Come on. Stay with me. We're almost there.
Almost there. Almost there. It's not much further. Don't stop. Don't.
Come on. Cormac!
So what now?
Now we finish this thing. We're the only ones who can stop Irons from launching Manticore.
It's 3 of us. Against an army. It's suicide.
You're right. But it's what he would have done.
Okay.
You got any ideas?
Just one.
It was a plan only Gideon could have come up with. A frontal assault on Iron's stronghold using the 2 mech suits we found back at the base. Drones would fly us in. After that, we'd be on our own.
Sentinel 2-1, we're still detecting high levels of contamination in the city. We will not be able to get ground forces to assist you. Over.
Copy that, Kingpin.
Enemy forces are closing on your position.
I see him. Mitchell, weapons free. Light him up.
Swarm missiles reloading. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
On the overpass.
Swarm missiles reloading. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
Almost firing.
Missiles reloading. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready.
200 meters to drop point.
Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready.
Order's clear. Get ready to drop.
Ready. Swarm missiles ready.
This is it. Detach now.
Rocket ready.
Mitchell, detach.
Kingpin, we're subsurface. Approaching the breach point.
2-1, be advised. We will be forced to strike the command center if you are unable to stop the launch. We'll risk further Manticore contamination, but it will be our only option. If you don't think you can stop it, get the hell out of there.
Copy that. Breach point is up ahead. Let's move.
Gideon, thermal readings are spiking inside the command center. They're going to launch soon.
We'll make it.
Mitchell, on me. Ilona, we're inside.
You should be right next to the launch pad.
Security breach in the silo. All units converge on Sector 4 immediately.
Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Main gun ready.
Unauthorized personnel in Sector 4. Repeat, unauthorized personnel in Sector 4.
Swarm missiles reloading.
Security breach in the silo. All units converge on Sector 4 immediately.
Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
We need another access point.
Head down. You'll have to use the assault vents on the bottom floor.
Unauthorized personnel in
Down the
Sector 4.
stairs.
Repeat,
Keep moving forward.
personnel in Sector 4.
Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles reloading. Swarm missiles ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
Launch in T-minus 4 minutes.
Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
Cargo loading in progress.
Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles reloading. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
AST's ahead. Target them first.
Launch in T-minus 3 minutes.
Swarm missiles ready.
Cargo loading complete.
Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles reloading. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
AST's ahead. Target them first.
Swarm missiles reloading.
Launch in T-minus 3 minutes.
Swarm missiles ready.
Cargo loading complete.
Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready.
Launch in T-minus 2 minutes. Stage 3 boosters check complete.
Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready.
There's an access point to the exhaust vents up ahead. I'm sending you the position.
Got it. Keep pushing forward.
Launch in T-minus 1 minute.
There's the hatch. Mitchell, over here.
Mitchell, hang on. We stopped it. We stopped the launch. I'm gonna get you out of here. Stay with me. Gotta keep moving. Stay with me.
Sentinel 2-1. City defenses are breaking. Atlas troops are collapsing. We need to know the status of that launch.
Copy that, Kingpin. The launch has been aborted. Repeat, launch is aborted. You copy? Kingpin, come in.
Ilona, are you receiving?
Damn it. Cut off. We need to move. They're gonna hit this building any minute. I'm setting you down. I need you to try and walk, Mitchell. Need to find some light.
Hello, Mitchell.
Don't you fucking move.
I could ask the same of you.
He's hacking into our exos! Come on, ammo!
You rely too much on those things.
City is falling. It's over.
What I have started won't end with me. It's bigger than me, and it's certainly bigger than you. You think I'm a monster? That's only because you don't have the conviction to do what's necessary.
Necessary? The attack on America, unleashing Manticore, killing thousands of innocent people?
I'm saving the world from itself. When there's no one left to challenge Atlas, there will be no more wars. There had to be sacrifices along the way.
Yeah. Twisted fucks throughout history have used the same argument. You don't know who stopped the launch. They'll bring this entire building down on top of you.
I could have killed you in the prison camp. I could kill you now. But I won't. I'm not a monster.
Mitchell, try to hit the release on your exo. Now mine. It's not working. There's no time. If he gets away, this will all have been for nothing. Go. Now!
Don't let Irons get away! Hurry, Mitchell! Keep going! Don't let Irons get away! Hurry, Mitchell! Keep going!
Mitchell, pull me up. I'm not letting go. You got to pull me up. Mitchell, there's only two choices. You either pull me up, or this whole building goes down and we go down with it. Mitchell,
What are you doing? Mitchell! I gave you that arm! Mitchell! I gave you a second chance! I've got you, mate. I've got you.
It was only gonna end one way for him.
Irons gave me a second chance. And I gave it back. He thought he could solve the world's problems. If he did have the answer, he took it with him to the grave. But he was right about one thing. This wasn't the end. It was just the beginning.
I checked in on Mitchell today. Gideon... No father should have to lose his son. It goes against the natural order of things. Without our sons, we have no future. I've spent my life fighting stupidity and cowardice for a better world, where good people can prosper and thrive without fear. I know the cost. I see it every day, and I accept it. But I can't accept this. Will's tragedy can't be for nothing. I'll make sure of that. This is not where it ends. This is where it begins. I checked in on Mitchell today. Gideon's kicking his ass, but he'll get there. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and that same determination that Will had. I can see why they were close. The Marines, in their infinite wisdom, deemed him unfit for duty. Can't fight with one arm. Never tell a soldier what he can't do. If anyone deserves a second chance, it's guys like Mitchell. Give me an army of men like him, and there's nothing Atlas can't do. Lagos. If there were a better example of government ineptitude, I haven't seen it. The KVA walked in like they owned the place, like it was their right to take whatever they wanted. Helpless, the officials come to me. They came shocked that a few well-armed men can bring a nation so great, so powerful, to its knees. What sort of men are they? They ask. I tell them they are simply men who are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their goals, without emotion, without bias. And once you understand this most basic of facts, you have everything you need. Above-ground nuclear power facilities have been a tactical hazard since their inception. In 2048, Atlas submitted a lengthy report to the Defense Department on the security risks. I guess they didn't like the findings, because they buried the report. I think they gave us the security contract just to shut us up. But that's not why I accepted the job. I took the contract because Atlas would give the taxpayer the best return on their buck. We spent millions on concrete reinforcements. We build anti-aircraft defenses, but our greatest achievement? Eliminating human error. You can build your defenses as strong as you like, but the human race is the weakest link in any system. When an attack does come, and I have no doubt it will, then mark my words. It will be because someone has left the door unlocked. You can't protect what you can't control. Leaders lead. Success or failure comes down to the choices we make. Capturing Dr. Danois and bringing him to justice would be a decisive step forward in the hunt for Hades, but what purpose does it serve to prosecute this man for his crimes if we can use him to prevent future crimes against humanity? Hundreds, maybe thousands, have been killed by this man's experiments, but what if the results could one day benefit humanity and save lives? Is it wrong to put that knowledge to use, regardless of how it was obtained? It's only right that we respect the dead. What better way to honor them than give meaning to their demise? Scientific data exists outside any moral framework. It's a resource that can be exploited for good or bad. The choice is ours. But to choose to do nothing with it is no choice at all. It is to accept that innocent people died for nothing. A mission of this scale is a serious endeavor in the best of circumstances. Operating in the middle of a busy tourist destination is, without doubt, extremely risky. But the risk is the key to our success. Hades has gambled on our humanity. No government can survive the public outcry if hundreds of innocent tourists are killed in a botched mission. Hades knows this. But we're not the government, and our power does not come from popular mandate. The government could have stopped us, the United Nations could have stopped us, but they didn't. Why? Because they think I've stepped into my own trap. They've seen what Atlas can do, and they know how powerful Atlas has become. They're afraid, more afraid of me than they are of Hades. And with the KVA on the run, who is left to disrupt their status quo? They look at us, and instead of seeing our success, they see a threat. Someone too powerful to control, too powerful to stop. And so they've gambled on our failure and their right to be afraid. Failure is not an option for us. As long as we deliver Hades' head on a stick, no one will want to stop us.
they'll want to follow us. If you want to sell people on your vision, show them. They call this part of the world the cradle of civilization. For 10,000 years, it was the center of trade and culture, home to kings, caliphates, despots, and dictators. The first images of war I ever saw came from this place. 2 wars in 2 decades with nothing much to show for it. I saw how wars quickly became quagmires, if not prosecuted effectively. If ever there was somewhere that represented the utter failure of governance, Baghdad was it. While our leaders left this place to its fate, I took this as an opportunity to seize our destiny. 50 years of rot, and we rebuild it in 5. Now, New Baghdad is more than just a thriving city. It's a symbol of what's to come.
Everybody thinks their ideas are right. That's why the people you call terrorists call themselves freedom fighters. The fundamentalists think they're right, the capitalists think they're right, the communists think they're right. And no one will ever convince anyone of anything. And all these honorable men lecturing the world from the floors of congresses and parliaments whose time has long since passed refuse to admit, publicly at least, ideas don't determine who's right. Power determines who's right. And I have the power, so I'm right.
On days like these, it's hard to remember what progress looks like. Billions of dollars, years of research. The human body is not a machine that we can simply rebuild. Tissue damage takes time to heal. Cells take time to grow. We are mortal creatures, and time is never our friend. We've successfully accelerated the growth process, but the cells are unable to sustain themselves after a certain period. Nevertheless, Danois continues to be a valuable asset. Without Danois, Manticore would have died at the developmental stage. Disloyalty? There is no greater crime. There is no punishment harsh enough. They must have recruited Mitchell. I saw something in him, something you rarely see in a man. A leader. Something of myself, maybe. A man who can follow blindly, yet still think for himself. Will had to strike out on his own. Disloyal? I used to think so. But maybe I was wrong. I like to think Will would have come back into the fold, given time. In order for a butterfly to be born, a caterpillar must die. At a certain point, imaginal cells are triggered in the caterpillar's DNA. And these cells remain dormant, but once activated, they suddenly behave like a cancer, aggressively attacking the healthy cells. The cancerous cells grow, and the caterpillar is eventually destroyed, but the cancerous cells become the basis of new life form, a butterfly. And so, the cycle continues. So cruel, yet so beautiful. Our greatest advances can equally lead to our destruction. Manticore is the fork in the road. One path leads to death, a weapon more powerful than anything before it, and the other to life, the regeneration of human cells, the conquest of death itself, immortality. You can turn anything into a weapon. It just takes imagination. Some of the most successful military campaigns succeeded simply because no one ever imagined it was possible. If you're planning to take out the most powerful naval force on the planet, forget about doing it in the open water. Strike from the depths of the ocean, or strike before it's even had a chance to leave port. By collapsing the bridge on the fleet, I will accomplish 2 things. The first is strategic, disabling the U.S. Third Fleet. The second, symbolic. For a century, the Golden Gate Bridge has stood for U.S. technological innovation and might. Destroy a powerful symbol of strength, and you turn it into an even more powerful symbol of weakness. Make an adversary feel weak, and they will become weak. A cowardly act of terrorism? Who the hell are they kidding? I went up against the largest naval fleet to ever sail the oceans with a small company of highly skilled and highly motivated special operatives, and won! They can spin it 1,000 different ways, but the images speak for themselves. Cowardly? No. I stand by my actions. Terrorism? Most certainly. If your actions do not inspire fear and terror in the hearts of your adversary, then you have no business waging war. The attack came as I predicted it would. In forcing them to react, they reacted foolishly because they are powerless to respond in any other way. An affront to their power is an affront to their very existence, but their show of strength, might, and resolve will merely expose their complete impotence. Power? They have no real power. They have propaganda. They have resources. They have committees and budgets, votes and vetoes, propositions and tabled amendments, all useless. Tomorrow, if we wake up at all, we will wake up to a new dawn, and that's when the real work begins. This moment has been years in the making. Billions of dollars, the years of research, the setbacks and scientific breakthroughs. Many doubted that this day would come, but it has arrived. The genie is out of the bottle. Manticore exceeded all expectations and performed beautifully. Even now, having seen it with my own eyes, it feels like a miracle. I walked completely untouched as hundreds of enemy combatants lay dying all around me, struck down on the battlefield where they fought. Every man has a unique DNA, a code that is his and his alone, just as each man's destiny is his and his alone. Whoever controls Manticore controls that destiny of mankind. Nothing and nobody can stand in our way. The enemy is at our gate, but we will never let them win. What I've started will continue, whether I'm here to see it or not. I'm merely an agent for change, guiding us toward our shared destiny. Our children will live to see the end of terror, of famine, of oppression, and brutality. A world where all necessities will be provided. A world free from the tyranny of government, of artificial differences and false beliefs. A world united under one flag.
Democracy? Democracy. Democracy isn't what these people need. Hell, it's not even what they want. America's been running around the globe trying to install democracies in nation after nation for a century, and it hasn't worked one time. Now, why do you think that is? Because these countries don't have the most basic building blocks necessary to support a democracy. Little things like we ought to be tolerant of those who disagree with us, or we ought to be tolerant of those who worship a different god than us, or that a journalist ought to be able to disagree with a fucking president. And you think you can walk into this country based on fundamentalist religious principles, drop a couple of bombs, topple a dictator, and start a democracy? Give me a break. People don't want freedom. They want rules, boundaries, protections from invaders and from themselves. People need a leader who can both provide the constraints and the support to keep chaos at bay. And you give them that, and they'll follow. And that's where I come in.